Good morning to all. Today I would like to introduce something related to chemical kinetics. In plus 2 topic, chemical kinetics is a very small thing. In that topic, we are discussing around 21 points. Basically, chemical kinetics is a branch of chemistry which dealt with the rate of a chemical reaction. We can classify chemical reactions on the basis of the speed of chemical reactions. First one, slow reaction. Second one is moderately speeded reaction. Third one is very fast reaction. Example for a slow reaction or example for a slow reaction is roasting of iron. When we consider roasting of iron, you can see that it will take 3 or 4 months or years or several years. But in the case of what? But in the case of decomposition of nitrogen peroxide, you can see that decomposition of nitrogen peroxide or decomposition of hydrogen peroxide occurred only, it will take only 2, 3 or 5 minutes. Less than 5 minute time will take for the completion. Then the next step is we can arrange or we can find out the speed or rate of a chemical reaction by using the concentration of both reactants and products. By using the concentration of reactants, every one of you know that during the progress of a chemical reaction, the concentration of reactants steadily decreases. Similarly, during the progression of a chemical reaction, the concentration of products will steadily increases. So we can calculate the rate of a chemical reaction. So we can calculate the speed or rate of a chemical reaction on the basis of what? On the basis of the concentration of reactants and concentration of products. And the most important aspect is if you are measuring the rate of a particular reaction on the basis of concentration of reactants, you have to add a negative sign before that. Because during the progress, the concentration of reactants is steadily decreasing. When we compare the factors affecting the rate of a reaction, you can see that there are several factors affecting the speed or rate of a chemical reaction. First one is concentration. And the most important aspect is we can classify reactions on the basis of their concentration factor. You may notice that some reactions were designated as zero order reactions. In zero order reactions, the rate of a chemical reaction is independent of what? Independent of the concentration of reactants. That means if a chemical reaction is independent of the rate of a chemical reaction, then such reactions were known as zero order reactions. That means order of a chemical reaction. That means order of a chemical reaction has certain specific relationship with what? Have certain specific relationship with the concentration of reactants. The second one is temperature, and third one is effect of catalyst, and fourth one is surface area of reactants, etc., etc. The relationship between rate of a chemical reaction and temperature is expressed by using Arrhenius equation. And sometimes every one of you know that catalysts are those chemicals which do not participate chemically in a chemical reaction, but it is able to increase the rate of a chemical reaction. Thus, another important point, the most important point is some catalysts are able to increase the rate of chemical reaction. At the same time, some other catalysts are able to decrease the rate of a chemical reaction. If a catalyst increase the rate of a chemical reaction, such catalysts were known as positive catalysts. And if any catalyst decreases the rate of a chemical reaction, then such catalysts were known as negative catalysts. A typical example for such a catalyst is tetraethyl lead. When we consider tetraethyl lead is able to decrease the rate of combustion of petroleum gases. Formerly, it was used as an anti-knocking agent in petroleum industry.